At approximately 3:28 p.m. on December 16, 2021, Trooper Aponte Gote was patrolling southbound on Georgia State Route 13 near Sidney Marcus Boulevard when he observed the driver of a silver Honda Civic holding a cell phone in his right hand while looking down. He activated his emergency lights and attempted a traffic stop, but instead of pulling over, the driver entered the gore area, accelerated, and fled, initiating a pursuit.
Oh, yeah, 33,
South, coming on, Farmer. Charles Norm, Area 4872, CNN 4872, Silver Civic. Passing Armor. Right shoulder, heavy traffic.
Right shoulder, big traffic. Hey, calling computation, that's okay.
13 South, coming up on exit 85.
Probably 13 South, coming up 85.
Hit the wall, hit a white van.
Great.
Sitting up her pit. Still 13 South, East Street.
Where's the 13 South, location?
Hit. 1050, 1052, 1018.
Following the pit maneuver, passenger Matthew Davis immediately complied. The driver, Carlton McDonald, however, repeatedly resisted officers' commands, leading to a brief struggle before he was taken into custody. A search of the Honda uncovered a handgun, approximately $892 in cash, multiple individually packaged bags of marijuana, rolling papers, blank gift cards, several credit and debit cards under different names, a card reader and scanner, and various retail items believed to be connected to criminal activity.
Number one dermatologist prescribed biologic and psoriasis. And visit SkyRizzy.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZY to learn more. Music this hour, sponsored by
On December 17, 2023, Trooper Lucas was getting into his patrol vehicle at the racetrack on West Blue Heron Boulevard when he heard a loud vehicle with an aftermarket exhaust speeding westbound. He began driving west in search of the source and soon spotted two Dodge Chargers near North Military Trail. When the light turned green, Trooper Lucas saw a light gray Dodge Charger accelerate aggressively past a dark gray Charger, continuing westbound at high speed. Trooper Lucas attempted to catch up to the light gray Charger, reaching speeds of 140 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone. Though his emergency lights and sirens weren't yet activated, the Charger continued speeding, ran a red light at the State Roads 710 and North Jog Road, and nearly caused a crash. The driver then began heading south in the northbound lanes of North Jog Road, driving recklessly.
You're back here at the 102, sir? $1,700. Haverhill 748 bound B-line approaching Haverhill. Keep your pace, please.
The driver sped through heavy traffic, posing a danger to both the public and himself. Trooper Lucas was only able to observe the vehicle from a distance and struggled to keep up. At times, he lost sight of the suspect's car entirely.
Charlie, comma, taking.
The suspect vehicle then collided with another car at the intersection of Military Trail and PGA Boulevard before fleeing the scene. Florida Highway Patrol Sergeant Thomas later responded and worked the crash scene. The vehicle continued speeding through Palm Beach Gardens, committing multiple violations. Trooper Lucas performed a pit maneuver, stopping the car on North Military Trail after it collided with bushes and signs. Trooper Lucas drew his service pistol as the front passenger, a young black male, exited the car. The driver, Jalen Camarea Davis, then fled on foot eastbound through residential yards. Davis fled into private properties and hid in bushes. Officer Sanchez found and arrested him. Davis had the keys to the stolen car and claimed ownership. The homeowner reported trespassing. Davis was booked at Palm Beach County Jail on charges including burglary, fleeing, hit and run, and reckless driving. At approximately 3:45 p.m. on June 25, 2025, Trooper Smedley was on patrol when he observed a white Ford F-150 traveling in the opposite direction with suspicious indicators. Smedley turned around, followed the vehicle, and ran the plate, which came back expired. He initiated a traffic stop, and the driver initially complied.
Harold, Arkansas 107, Union Lincoln Zebra 107, ULZ, displayed on the white Ford F-150. Have your L&M lane and 2060. Hello, Trooper Smedley, Arkansas State Police, for your expired tag, okay? You got your driver's license and registration. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I got the tag.
Okay. You have your driver's license on you?
Nope.
You have ID? Are you still suspended?
What?
Are you still suspended? Here, Becker.
The driver, identified as Joseph Van Camp, initially cooperated but did not have a valid driver's license or insurance. A records check revealed his license had been expired since 2011 and was suspended. He was also on probation with a search waiver and had a history of DUI. When ordered to exit the vehicle, Van Camp refused, shifted into gear, and struck the patrol unit before fleeing the scene.
Are you serious? Hot Springs. He just ran me. Hey! Hey! He just ran my unit. He took off.
Were you hurt?
Negative 1037. Eastbound 26, passing Richardson Road. Hot Springs, he's throwing stuff out on me.
Using the off-road capability of the F-150 to his advantage, the suspect deliberately drove into dirt and rough terrain in an attempt to escape. However, Arkansas troopers were able to maintain the pursuit and were not deterred by the conditions.
We're close to Air Road.
It's an unknown mark road.
Can you start me some units 26 around the light, east of the light? 1021's in a pursuit with a white Ford F-150. The vehicle rammed his vehicle. We're ready to go left to right. He went right, going south.
Get out of this fucking vehicle! Hot Springs just backed into me again.
Roger County headed to you as well.
Turn on Hair Road now.
It looks like it might be a dead end.
Negative, turn west on 26. Turn into Harrison Chapel.
Scott Dave will be aware he's on Harrison Chapel.
Turn back on Hair Road.
On Harrison Chapel now. Hair Road.
We're in Pool Boys towing.
During the pursuit, the suspect began throwing objects out of the window toward officers. He also used the vehicle as a weapon, repeatedly reversing and ramming patrol units as they moved through church property and narrow dirt paths.
We're going behind Chapel. Going on 3, deny traffic. Just frame me again, Hot Springs.
You want me to bring you again?
10-4, back into me.
What you want to do, what you gotta do. Frank, don't take a picture of one and open them with it. Easy way for me to get those.
Hot Springs is just Dashcam. We're still off. We should be tying into Cattle Gap. Correct, County Road 586.
I've been direct with them when they went.
Despite Trooper Smedley firing shots toward the suspect in an attempt to stop his actions, the suspect continued to flee.
21, he's busy.
Hit 4 is me, sir. Hot Springs, we're running a bunch of back roads. I don't know where we're at.
It does not appear to be hit. That's right, we should be tying in the County Road 580.
That actually going to turn off and block that road onto that side.
Should be turning on that County Road now.
Everybody.
Right, Rich King Road. Actually, we were on Rich. Should be on Rich.
When you get chance crashing out. Where I supposed to be?
When I was raising, make sure Pike County units are using A-Wind. I think he has a county radio in there.
That's where I'm going to take it.
Still telling. We should be tying in the road here in a minute. Negative, just keep on ramming me.
Okay, they come out and go break up the speed. We gotta get low and don't slow. Yeah, you should be back out there now.
Oh, I think you're on the open road. We'll be tying into 26. We're going to be tying into 26. We're going to be tying into 26 right now. Turn left on the 26. He's got towards the hand one. Still, he's going to be passing Richardson Road here, man. Speeds are 90. He's out to get a good just a bit. Just took off on foot at 4 voids.
After a pit maneuver, the suspect fled on foot into his residential area. There, family members began creating a disturbance and interfered with officers attempting to take him into custody.
Back up.
I got you stuck in my
Back up.
motherfucking house. Hey,
Back up.
listen to me.
Hey, back up.
You shut the fuck up, motherfucker. That's out. Shut the fucking mouth, you ugly motherfucker. Huh? Stop. Shut the fuck up.
I can't get that
No. He needs to get out of here. He needs to get out of here. I will not. I will go in the rest. You don't know what's going on. He is not had medication. I ain't got to get out of here. This is my mother-in-law's property. Go ahead. Come on. And you had no business trying to get you out of that fucking truck. He shot me in the back of the neck. Come on.
Ambulance is coming out to check you out.
Well, we don't.
Going Hot Springs.
The suspect ultimately complied and surrendered to officers. Joseph Van Camp was found to have minor bleeding, likely from cuts or broken glass, but remained conscious. He now faces multiple serious charges. Had he complied from the start, the outcome likely would have been far less severe. At about 5:20 p.m. on December 21st, 2024, Officer Brody Telfer was staged on I-35 South in Belton after the Texas Department of Public Safety relayed a report from Temple Police about a reckless pickup driver. Telfer soon spotted the vehicle matching the description and attempted a stop, but the driver sped off, immediately sparking a pursuit.
For this black one with the 296, they did it for 60.
Open traffic on me.
Been unsuccessful. Okay, can you advise DPS and then pursuit westbound? I'll notify Temple. We're coming up on the bus right now. So coming up on 7 speed 6 level westbound. Right shoulder speed 74. Shot Matt Hamilton.
Right house, 74, shoulder up.
Still on the right hand shoulder, picking it up, speed 90.
I've been up there on the shoulder. 2514 on the shoulder. Behind that road, just 14.
The chase exited onto Interstate 14 toward Killeen, with the driver heading into the parking lot of the Killeen Mall, where tragedy was about to unfold.
We're turning north on the WS Young, north on WS Young. We're looping back around here on the south side.
The situation took a shocking turn when the driver did the unthinkable. crashing straight into a J.C. Penney store. The sudden impact left shoppers with no time to react, and several people were struck by the suspect's vehicle.
Reloading! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah, I'm gonna break this way.
All right, all right.
After police gunfire, the truck became lodged against an office wall near another entrance of the J.C. Penney store. Despite being stuck, the engine kept revving, and the spinning tires created thick smoke as they scraped the pavement. With the heavy smoke, officers could no longer see the suspect clearly inside the vehicle.
I can have cover if you guys go hands. All right.
I hope your hands.
Is it locked up?
At approximately 10:22 p.m. on June 21st, 2023, Trooper Dukin was responding to assist in a pursuit involving a stolen Chevrolet Silverado. While traveling on Hollywood Road Northwest with emergency lights activated, he attempted to pass a black Nissan, which suddenly turned in front of him, forcing him to brake. Dukin attempted a stop for failure to yield, but the driver fled, leading to a pursuit on Decato Street.
Stop car! I got another car taking off on you. Tommy TEJ 9989. It's a black Nissan Maxima.
I'll call it, hang on, left on Decato. We're calling. We're northbound on Decato. I'm going to go call it right there on route. Right on route. 84 drive. It's the second 1080. Steady wheels and make sure it's clear 114. Still en route, coming up to stay by, right turn. Pressure getting right on street. Be careful, guys. You go back out to Hollywood, taking a right, and you go by the way. Alright, right turn on Hollywood. Hey, that's just really not that truck out there. You're trying to take it off. Hey, somebody, we're behind me. Somebody was having one they can. We're off. I'll take it off. Alright. Right on Hollywood, and make sure it's straight west.
This is going to be going towards Center State.
114, it's still dead in here. 10 hours 10. Okay, 12 traffic. He couldn't take it. Careful, George. Sir, taking that, sir. Alright, we're trying to spring on Hollywood. I'll be careful with you, sir. 17 miles. That's on St. Paul. Shot fired! Shot fired! Shot fired! Shot fired!
Shot fire! Shot fire! Shot fire! He ran.
After a pit maneuver, the driver exited the vehicle and fled on foot. Trooper Dukin pursued the suspect, but within seconds, the suspect turned and opened fire. Fearing for his safety, Dukin returned fire. The suspect briefly escaped and a perimeter was established. The suspect was later located, taken into custody, and transported to Grady Hospital with a gunshot wound. The reason for the suspect's flight has not been released. At approximately 7:50 p.m. on October 22, 2022, Trooper Lewis was patrolling eastbound on Highway 166 when he observed a black Dodge Charger with an illegal plate frame partially obstructing the license plate. He activated his emergency lights to initiate a stop. The driver initially slowed down and waved, but then suddenly accelerated, initiating a pursuit.
Going back westbound 166.
During the pursuit, the suspect accelerated to speeds of up to 130 miles per hour, at times reaching nearly 140 miles per hour. Trooper Lewis pushed his vehicle to its limits, but was only able to keep the suspect in sight by the taillights ahead.
Are you serious? Get out of the way! Still westbound. I'll see you at 285.
Still westbound 166, 135. US 43 put up that 114 to the helicopter if you get it.
Alright, we're taking a
Right turn, Barge Road northbound, Barge Road northbound. Barge goes to Fairman Road, so anybody come up Fairman because we're going to be coming high.
Right on guard. Nobody comes in and out.
Go back on. We ain't worried about the bush line. We just gonna get this car. Alright, we on Fairburn Road now. Fairburn northbound, Fairburn northbound. Fairburn Road headed northbound from Barge, Road C. Fairburn passing Ingdale. Still northbound on Fairburn.
Okay, hello, navigate go. I'll get down in there, just a condition.
Wrong side of the road, still Fairburn Road.
Come alongside the road, Fairburn.
Passing Landau Street, Landau.
I know. Alright, we'll gather it up here, but now, I wasn't working. If I can with it, I'll try to call it. If I can, I'll let you call it. He's going to do a stop, and when they can do a stop right here, then he's backing up.
At the intersection of Fairburn Road and New Halem Road, Trooper Lewis successfully executed a pit maneuver, bringing the pursuit to an end. The suspect, identified as Mr. Powell, was taken into custody without further incident. He was later transported to Grady Trauma Center for treatment of minor injuries. At approximately 8:17 p.m. on February 16, 2026, K9 Asher and his handler observed a red vehicle speeding at 96 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone on Rich Road. When the officer attempted a traffic stop, the driver refused to pull over, leading to a high-speed pursuit.
Class 3 traffic conditions.
Multiple units, we're going to be on a code 10 for pursuit off of Rich Road, sequence 658. Stand on the off one on a pursuit, code 10.
You ready to go, Asher? You ready to go, buddy? Yeah, good boy. You ready to roll? You ready to go?
We're going back to the 80th compound.
You're gonna get bit! You're gonna get bit! You're gonna get bit! Asher, take this guy! Take this guy, Asher! Take this guy right here, Asher! Right here, Asher! Take that guy! Take him, Asher! Take him, Asher! Yeah, take that guy! Good boy! Good boy, Asher! Take that guy! Put your hands behind your back! You're gonna keep you bit! Take that guy, Asher! Hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! Good boy, Asher! Good boy! Good boy! Yeah, good boy, Asher! Take that guy! Yeah, good boy! Good boy! Good boy! Watch that guy, Asher! Watch it! Good job, Asher! Good job, Asher! Good boy, dude!
On the evening of February 14, 2024, South Carolina Highway Patrol initiated a traffic stop on a black Cadillac Escalade. However, as the trooper approached the vehicle, the driver suddenly accelerated, leading officers on a high-speed pursuit that lasted nearly 10 minutes.
Photo of a black Escalade SUV with a South Carolina paper tag of Tango Whiskey Hotel 0317 Whiskey. That's TWH 0317W for South Carolina. It's a GMC Recon.
10-4.
He's taking off. Call it 896. Richmond, show me 10-0.
10-4. Richmond 10-3 now.
Reason for stops, possible 1055.
At first, the suspect drove through narrow residential streets. As officers attempted to block the vehicle, the suspect nearly collided with a patrol car.
It's going right. Left on single tree. Right on book.
As the pursuit reached the main roads, speeds climbed to 120 to 130 miles per hour. When the suspect's vehicle hit a speed bump at high speed, one of the front tires was damaged. Officers quickly seized the opportunity to try and stop the vehicle.
Get a tree, get a tree. Let me see your hands. Put your hands out the window now. Right now. Right now.
Finally, after several minutes of reckless driving, the suspect lost control, crashing into a tree at low speed. The suspect was taken into custody immediately without further incident.
Hey, secure him.
Hey, drop it right now. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Try to secure him. Don't move.
On April 8, 2025, Around 9:30 p.m., Officer Bozard, Sergeant Millsap, and Bamberg Police Officer Platt were operating a driver's license checkpoint at the intersection of U.S. Highway 78 and Fire Tower Road within the city of Bamberg. At about 9:45 p.m., a gold Cadillac was seen approaching the checkpoint eastbound at a high rate of speed with one headlight out. Officer Bozard and Sergeant Millsap attempted to get the driver's attention, but the Cadillac drove through the checkpoint and accelerated away.
We're still on Capernaum. He blacked out. He turned his lights back on. I guess he's trying to lose us. We're on Capernaum. We crossed over Voorhees. Trying to get close enough to the tag. We're running about 103 right now. I can't get, I'm close enough to him. I don't want to get too close to him where he's cutting his lights on and off. Mark, if you advise Bamberg County also about the 10-0, we're making he just 1050 at Capernaum and 321.
Thank you after the patch.
After leaving the roadway, the driver still attempted to flee. Officer Bozard moved in and performed a low-speed pit maneuver, sending the Cadillac off the road to the right and into a ditch, where it came to a stop. The driver, identified as Aubrey Priester, was taken into custody. During the arrest, officers detected a strong odor of alcohol, noted slurred speech, and observed bloodshot eyes. A search of the Cadillac revealed multiple open containers of alcoholic beverages.
Bubba, did that?
Around 1:04 a.m. on March 27, 2022, Trooper Matthews was traveling west on Interstate 20 near Bill Kennedy Road when he observed a gray 2015 BMW 640i moving at roughly 108 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. He began following the BMW in the truck lane and saw it continue to accelerate. A radar check soon showed the vehicle reaching 132 miles per hour. Trooper Matthews, along with other state units, activated their emergency equipment to stop the car, but the driver immediately fled, prompting a pursuit.
Stay left. Stay left.
The driver continued operating recklessly, pushing the BMW beyond 140 miles per hour, making improper and erratic lane changes, failing to signal and drifting out of his lane. He showed complete disregard for the safety of other motorists, his passengers, and himself as he sped west on Interstate 20 and then north on Interstates 75/85.
Clearly, take your eye on that next street, still there.
Clear left, clear right. Somebody get south of us. We're coming back up to the spring towards the 10th. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear. Clear left, clear right. I can see clear left. I can see clear right.
There's southbound spring coming on it.
There's southbound on spring.
Sorry, it's up around in the intersection.
Gurgent Tarpley's pit maneuver on Spring Street forced the BMW into several vehicles before it finally came to a stop. The driver, later identified as Deontay Doherty, appeared stunned by the swift, decisive response of the Georgia officers and immediately surrendered. He was taken into custody without further incident. It was clear he had no intention of ever attempting something like this again in Georgia. At approximately 3:15 p.m. on June 25th, 2025, Trooper Ray was traveling southbound on Northwest 87th Avenue, just north of State Road 836, when he observed a gray Toyota RAV4. He noticed the driver was not wearing a seatbelt and appeared to be pulling it across his chest. Trooper Ray pulled in behind the vehicle and activated his emergency lights to initiate a stop. The driver initially complied and stopped at the top of the SR 836 ramp.
Yeah.
You take off! You take it off! You take off! You take off! You took off! You took off! Where you go?
Oh, wait a minute.
Gonna be 1031?
Southbound 826, emergency 24.
After the pit maneuver, the driver escaped through the driver's window, jumped over a concrete barrier, and ran on foot into the northbound lanes of State Road 826. Trooper Ray deployed a Taser 7, but was unable to make contact. The driver was later apprehended by Homeland Security investigations officers. The driver was identified as Nelson Jose Gomez Leon, 37, and was taken into custody without further incident. On July 7, 2026, at approximately 3:21 p.m., the Ohio State Highway Patrol issued a BOLO for a gray Kia Telluride driven by 39-year-old Julius Edwards after he fled from Canton Police and the U.S. Marshal Service. The vehicle was later located on Darrow Road in Hudson, but Edwards refused to stop, triggering a pursuit. During the chase, Edwards ran a red light at Terex Road, causing a serious crash that injured multiple people. He then fled on foot and exchanged gunfire with a pursuing officer before escaping into a nearby wooded area. Less than an hour later, officers found Edwards driving a stolen silver Chrysler Town & Country that he had allegedly carjacked. When officers attempted another traffic stop, Edwards fled again, leading to a second pursuit.
Update location.
Get out of the car!
Putting update location.
You gotta get on the ground! Stop! Roll over on your back! Put your stomach! Don't move, somebody cup it. I got it. I got
it! Following the crash, Edwards exited the Chrysler and attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly captured by officers from the Stowe Police Department and the Ohio State Highway Patrol without further incident. A Summit Metro Parks police officer suffered minor injuries in the crash, while no other law enforcement officers were hurt. According to Canton Municipal Court records, Edwards was already facing charges of attempted murder, felonious assault, and domestic violence in connection with an earlier stabbing in Canton. On June 25, 2026, at approximately 6:55 a.m., Trooper Jacobs was notified of a white sport motorcycle traveling eastbound on Interstate 30 near mile marker 126. The motorcycle had been reported for reckless driving, including weaving through traffic and aggressively changing lanes. Near mile marker 133, Trooper Jacobs spotted the motorcycle approaching in the far right lane. He merged into traffic and activated his emergency lights. As the motorcycle drew alongside his patrol car, he activated his siren. The rider immediately downshifted, accelerated away, and fled from the traffic stop, prompting Trooper Jacobs to notify dispatch that a pursuit was underway. During the pursuit, the motorcycle traveled at extremely high speeds, weaving aggressively through traffic and repeatedly changing lanes. Heavy traffic allowed the rider to open a significant gap on the patrol car. Trooper Jacobs eventually closed the distance after the motorcycle exited the interstate at Roosevelt Road. Realizing the patrol car was still behind him, the rider ran a red light and continued fleeing recklessly.
Going over the pass. Stay on 30. He's taking a left at that intersection below 630 interchange. Let me rock. I'm not involved. I can just leave from 30.
The motorcycle continued along the frontage road parallel to Interstate 30, ran another red light at East 21st Street, then turned west onto East 17th Street, quickly increasing the gap. By the time Trooper Jacobs completed the turn onto East 17th Street, the motorcycle was no longer in sight. Trooper Jacobs then terminated the pursuit and advised dispatch of the motorcycle's last known location. At approximately 1:09 p.m. on April 24, 2026, Trooper Marshall Hill was traveling westbound on Highway 412 near Mustine Road, west of Taneytown, when he observed a Chevrolet sedan speeding through a construction zone in the inside lane. Radar confirmed speeds of 77 to 78 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone. Hill activated his emergency lights and siren and initiated a pursuit. He caught up to the vehicle near Wildcat Creek, but the driver refused to stop and accelerated to approximately 105 miles per hour.
.764, Young Sam Adams, 112 westbound, coming up to Latrell. Speed's 125, coming to Robinson. It's on Chevy roofs, I think, brown in color. Speed's 135, still westbound.
46, by the Rock Club.
EC with 7745 across the Illinois Road. Speed's 132. He's pulling away from me. I got it. He's about to wreck out. Wreck out. Roll over. Lit in the air. 1016.
As the vehicle crossed the Illinois River near Robinson Road, the driver attempted to pass another vehicle. During the maneuver, she appeared to overcorrect on a right-hand curve, lost control, and struck a cable barrier. After the crash, Trooper Marshall Hill approached and heard loud music coming from inside. Looking through the shattered rear window, he observed a female driver trapped beneath the collapsed roof. EMS arrived and extricated the driver, later identified as Krista Bunch. While still trapped, Bunch stated she had panicked and was in a hurry due to a personal matter.
Is it just you, or is there...
At about 1:28 p.m. on July 8, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Jonathan Hernandez was on routine patrol in Lee County. From the I-75 median near mile marker 146, he observed a silver Chevrolet Silverado pickup speeding northbound, weaving dangerously through traffic. He estimated it was traveling around 100 miles per hour in the 70 zone, and a laser check confirmed it at 98 miles per hour as it passed in the inside lane, overtaking multiple vehicles. Trooper Hernandez pulled out to intercept. When he activated his emergency lights, the Silverado braked hard, drifting erratically between lanes. Though the driver initially signaled right as if to yield, he suddenly accelerated instead, forcing Hernandez to pursue. The pickup continued northbound at over 100 miles per hour, weaving recklessly through traffic.
take over the radio. Last time I went to 150 on speed is 99 miles per hour. Light traffic.
Hey, do you want to go ahead and take over?
As the chase neared exit 157 at Tucker's Grade, Trooper Riley took over as the lead unit. The suspect exited the interstate, blew through a stop sign, and attempted to head west on Tucker's Grade. At that point, Riley forced the Silverado onto a grassy area at the northwest corner of the intersection, disabling the pickup. Troopers exited their vehicles with weapons drawn and ordered the driver to surrender, but he refused, revving the engine in an attempt to break free.
Let me see your hands! Get your fucking hands! Get out of the fucking car! Get out of the fucking car right now! Get your fucking hands!
After his final failed attempt to flee, troopers pulled the driver from the Silverado and arrested him. He was identified as Kevin Donald Reardon II of Florida, who smelled strongly of alcohol. A search of the pickup uncovered 6 empty liquor bottles, 4 unopened bottles in a 99 brand party pack, 3 burnt marijuana joints, drug paraphernalia, and 2 prescription bottles of oxcarbazepine and gabapentin. Reardon was taken to Fawcett Hospital, where tests showed a blood alcohol level of 0.152. During a CT scan, staff discovered he had concealed a prescription bottle internally, which he later surrendered. By 8:11 p.m., he was cleared and booked into the Charlotte County Jail on multiple charges.
In pursuit with a silver F-150 right here at McCain.
On Thursday, April 10th, 2025, around 7:27 p.m., Trooper Tyler Riles exited I-57 onto McCain Boulevard. As he approached the intersection at McCain and Landers Road, he saw flashing blue lights ahead and a silver pickup weaving through traffic. To manage the intersection and redirect the suspect, Trooper Riles activated his emergency lights. The driver responded by turning north onto Landers Road, away from the traffic on McCain. Trooper Riles notified ASP dispatch about the NLRPD pursuit of a silver Ford F-150 with Oklahoma plates and planned to follow unless needed. As he joined, NLRPD units moved aside, and the primary unit shifted to the left shoulder. Riles informed Sergeant McDonald, who then authorized him to take the lead in the pursuit. Trooper Riles took the lead on Landers Road, traveling at about 65 miles per hour. He pulled alongside the fleeing vehicle and used his PA system to order the driver, later identified as Mary Weatherspoon, to stop. Weatherspoon, seen speaking on her cell phone, yelled profanities, made obscene gestures, and brake-checked his patrol car while continuing to flee.
Copy 56 secondary. Copy TVL 729.
Get out! Get on the ground! That's the car! Put your hands behind your back.
Near the intersection of Landers and Trammell Roads, in front of Russell Chevrolet, Trooper Riles executed a tactical vehicle intervention, bringing the pursuit to an end. The driver was arrested without incident, and the scene was handed over to the North Little Rock Police Department. On Tuesday, February 21st, 2023, at around 2:17 p.m., Trooper Carrie Permenter responded to assist the Conway Police Department in an active vehicle pursuit. The suspect, driving a black Dodge Charger, had fled from Conway officers and was traveling eastbound on Interstate 40.
Left lane. Approach 430. Staying on 40 east.
As the chase reached the Crystal Hill area, Trooper Permenter took the lead. The suspect circled through the Crystal Hill neighborhood before re-entering Interstate 40, continuing eastbound.
Probably going 40 west.
40 west.
40 east.
Taking 40 east. Take over.
10-40, take over. Secondary. Four is going to be secondary, 40 east, 140, 152. 40 east, 152. He's 90, we're on the left shoulder now. 35 left shoulder.
The pursuit continued at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour through heavy traffic. Officers maintained close pursuit, waiting for a safe opportunity to perform a pit maneuver and bring the chase to an end.
JFK, speeds 112. Where's the JFK speed 112? We're going to be taking JFK. Take JFK.
As the suspect vehicle approached the levee exit, the driver began passing other motorists by using the interstate shoulder. The suspect then exited onto JFK Boulevard and continued westbound on West Pershing Boulevard. At that point, a successful pit maneuver was executed near the old North Little Rock Police Department building, bringing the pursuit to an end. The suspect, later identified as Corey Simmons, fled the scene on foot, running northbound. After a short foot chase, Trooper Permenter caught Simmons. He resisted arrest but complied after being struck once in the cheek. Simmons was taken into custody without further incident. On June 20, 2019, around noon, Troop A Communications reported that Saline County deputies were actively pursuing a vehicle eastbound on Interstate 30 near Geyer Springs Road. The suspect, identified as Ricky Pennington, was wanted on an outstanding felony warrant. Earlier that day, the Bryant Police Department had also attempted to stop the same vehicle. By 12:08 p.m., Trooper Harris spotted an unmarked patrol unit in pursuit of a Chevrolet Impala with emergency lights activated. He and Trooper Rome entered I-30 east from the Geyer Springs Road ramp to assist. 1 minute later, Trooper Harris moved into the lead position, with Trooper Rome following as secondary.
Eastbound past 135, speed's about 115. Eastbound 135, speed's 115.
The high-speed chase continued as the suspect exited I-30 onto the eastbound I-440 ramp. While attempting to pass on the left, Pennington struck another vehicle. Despite blowing a tire in the crash, he kept driving recklessly at speeds over 100 miles per hour.
Everybody behind us. Stop and check on us. We have a vehicle. I believe he just hit the toe of the road. Come back behind us. Eastbound. 35 feet behind us. Stop and check on us. We have a vehicle. I believe he just hit the trailer of the road pickup in front of us. Cancel. Still 440 eastbound. Still 440 eastbound. Cancel over. I-35. I'm about to get out of this pursuit. I got 2 tires, running low. Therefore, I'll catch up with you. Beautiful. 835 with a wrong. We continue 440 eastbound, down to Wranglers. Right now, we're coming up on Fish. He's at 99 right now. We continue at 440 east, approaching push down.
In the minutes that followed, despite a damaged tire, the suspect's speed showed no signs of slowing. He continued driving at 90 to 100 miles per hour, occasionally exceeding 110 miles per hour, clear evidence of his reckless determination and refusal to surrender.
Approaching the River Bridge, 440 eastbound. Speeds are at 101. 480, just past River Bridge. Coming up on highway, coming up on 165. Yep, 165. Everybody on lost control, 56, be cool. Robert 10,067.
Ultimately, at around 100 miles per hour, the suspect lost control of the vehicle, which slammed multiple times into the concrete barrier before coming to a stop. Officers quickly moved in with weapons drawn and successfully took both occupants into custody without further incident. The Saline County Sheriff's Office assumed control of the arrest, and Ricky Pennington was formally charged. On April 27, 2025, at approximately 4:33 p.m., Trooper Tiller heard a motorcycle accelerating on North State Line Avenue and saw a blue and white Suzuki 600cc, later identified as being ridden by Caleb Reinhardt, traveling northbound near East 42nd Street. Reinhardt was not wearing protective eyewear in violation of Arkansas traffic law. Trooper Tiller caught up to the motorcycle at a red light at Realtor Avenue and signaled a nearby driver to let him merge in front.
Hold 1024. State line at I-30 with a blue motorcycle bearing Arkansas 924 George William 924 GW.
Two 264 checking. 6464. 1635.
Pull over.
While waiting for the light to change, Reinhardt raised his hands. Trooper Tiller ran the license plate and found the motorcycle was uninsured, signaling for Reinhardt to pull over. When the light turned green and emergency lights were activated, Reinhardt accelerated, fleeing at around 110 miles per hour on St. Michael Drive. He then entered the westbound Interstate 30 on-ramp, continuing the pursuit for about 10 miles at speeds up to 120 miles per hour, weaving through traffic.
Speeds 90, westbound on St. Michael's in Texas. Original reason for the stop was no eye rope. Black male, green shirt, orange shirt, shorts. Speeds 110. I'm not I-30. now. He might try to take this exit 213 here.
25, you get where you end it, go ahead and end it.
Took the exit, stand by. Knocked him off the road. He's got back northbound on Larry Road.
25, do what you have to do to end it. We don't need to keep going anymore else on this 22, but end it.
Pull over. Pull over.
During the pursuit, the rider repeatedly turned toward the police and made provocative gestures. He likely believed his agile motorcycle would make it difficult for law enforcement to catch him, but he seemed to forget that this was Arkansas.
We're eastbound on 2148, speed 70. Tried to run him off the road. We're back north on 2148.
I hope are you able to give updates to Texas?
Going off-road, near Bend Road.
About to beat your ass, boy.
Around 4:45 p.m., Reinhardt drove into a grassy field, and Trooper Tiller made contact with the motorcycle, causing Reinhardt to lose control and crash. He fled on foot, but Trooper Tiller deployed his taser, incapacitating Reinhardt. After being handcuffed, Reinhardt was taken to the hospital, where he admitted to fleeing for fun, having a suspended license, no insurance, and being on parole. He also admitted to drinking earlier, but denied being intoxicated. A blood sample was taken for testing. Reinhardt was cited for multiple offenses, including felony fleeing.
Shut up.
God damn.
Stand up.
Cause why am I getting stopped? About the eyewear?
Yeah, that's the original reason. You ain't got any insurance on the bike either.
I had it. What happened?
Yeah, it shows it's not insured. Actually, Bowie County's right here. We can just let them stay up.
I'm going.
On December 28, 2025, at approximately 4:16 p.m., Officer Highland observed a red motorcycle with an improperly displayed license plate traveling southbound on Interstate 57 near mile marker 3. Before a traffic stop could be initiated, the motorcycle suddenly accelerated, reaching speeds of approximately 150 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone. Officer Highland immediately radioed the pursuit and activated emergency lights and sirens while attempting to catch up to the fleeing motorcycle. Despite accelerating his patrol vehicle to 120 miles per hour, Officer Highland lost sight of the motorcycle. A few minutes later, officers located the motorcycle again, and it immediately fled once more, triggering a second high-speed pursuit. During the pursuit, the motorcycle consistently traveled at 120 to 150 miles per hour, with the rider showing extreme recklessness and blatant disregard for public safety. Under those conditions, officers faced a high likelihood of having to terminate the pursuit if it continued.
Someone know 440 and get you that way. I'm turning back around right here.
The motorcycle turned onto Main Street and eventually stopped at 1500 Vandenberg Boulevard, in the parking lot of Jacksonville Air Force Base. Officers with the Jacksonville Police Department detained Meller until state troopers arrived. Meller was taken into custody without incident and transported to the Pulaski County Jail. At about 9:45 p.m. on August 2nd, 2025, Trooper Bailey was on patrol when he spotted a black vehicle rapidly approaching from behind at over 100 miles per hour. He activated his emergency lights in an attempt to stop the car, but it sped past, clearly intent on fleeing. What the driver may have forgotten, however, was that he was in Arkansas, where a high-speed pursuit had just officially begun.
Coming up to 118, speeding up 115 and 120. Right, 122, I'm coming up on 118. I got time for TDI, past 118, coming up to Noah Bay. We're going to go overpass, speed 120, passing on the inside shoulder. Okay, I'm about to be parallel with y'all. I'll get on to 119. 91 to 90 on 3rd. 7.
The suspect fled at speeds between 110 and 120 mile per hour through moderate traffic. Determining the vehicle posed a serious danger to others, officers decided to end the pursuit with a high-speed pit maneuver. Trooper Bailey executed the pit at 110 miles per hour, causing the car to spin counterclockwise. But the driver quickly regained control and continued speeding away.
Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move!
No, you shut the fuck up. Oh, you think you're dealing with me?
Around 11 p.m. on May 14, 2022, officers from the Arkansas State Police were searching for a fleeing Camaro. They had lost sight of the vehicle just moments earlier during the chase. Trooper Price received information that the car was heading in his direction. He positioned himself on the side of the road, quickly spotted the vehicle, and initiated a pursuit.
Camaro. 019 X-ray Frank Robert.
Put your hands out of the car.
The vehicle came to a stop at an intersection. It seemed like the driver was surrendering, but instead he waited until the officer got out of his car and then accelerated, fleeing once again. At one point, the vehicle's speed dropped to around 30 to 40 miles per hour. Trooper Price attempted to close in for a pit maneuver, but the driver managed to evade him. The vehicle then accelerated and fled once again.
Let me see your hand. Put your hands up higher.
At one point, the vehicle slowed down and moved to the shoulder, but then it took off again. Trooper Price successfully maneuvered his car into the back of the Camaro, causing it to spin out. However, the driver managed to regain control, swerved, and continued fleeing. The pursuit speed increased again, reaching nearly 150 miles per hour. Trooper Price closed in on the vehicle at 112 miles per hour and successfully executed a pit maneuver at 72 miles per hour. The collision sent the vehicle into the grass on the side of the road. The driver attempted to keep fleeing, but the car only moved a short distance before becoming stuck and was ultimately arrested.
No, you have a seat. How much have you had to drink?
Take my money. You can take everything.
I'm leaving everything in your wallet. Move.